Hello everyone, DJ Neeks here, and welcome back to my A through Z playthrough for Heroes of the Storm. How you guys doing today? Today we have landed upon Lucio, one of my former mains in Overwatch, back in the early days of Overwatch. He was the healer that kind of gravitated towards the most. I thought some of the other ones were just not my style. I loved his passive healing style. When I found out he was coming to Heroes of the Storm, I got excited. Because I really enjoyed his style in that game. Now, his style in this game is a tad bit different, but for the most part, it's kind of still the same, except you get obviously a better sense with the overhead camera, but anyway. Still has a lot of the abilities from Overwatch. Since he came into the game, when he first came out, he was pretty strong. His healing was very, very good. I was fascinated by the reverse amp, the fact that it also increased the duration of amp it up. I thought this was going to be a really good talent, but Sound Barrier has proven to be the stronger talent. Now, I've seen some people utilize talents that emphasize his wall ride. And really, his change development cycle over the past year has not gone through that much, other than some number tweaks here and there, but they do make a big difference. Like changing how much passive healing from crossfade or speed he does, and how much he, is able to boost it up with amp it up. And really, his talents have pretty much stayed the same. And I think right now he's in a pretty good spot after what I guess people are calling the support apocalypse patch, or whatever they're calling it. He seems to be one of the supports that people are gravitating towards more recently, compared to some of the others that they think are not able to perform as well currently compared to Lucio. That perhaps Lucio is one of those supports that is going to emerge from that patch as one of the go-tos. I love the fact that also in today's patch they buffed Lily, and also a very big important change to give you an idea of when I'm recording this. Today, they changed Garrosh's Groundbreaker, where now it no longer pulls heroes towards him. Instead, it just stuns them and then slows them. That's a drastic change. And I just played a practice game with Lucio against a Garrosh. And he was still able to toss me, but at the same time, it felt like he's now more fair and balanced now. He's not the pull someone way out of position and then flip them over like he was known for. It feels much more fair now. Maybe we'll get one in the next game, and I will be able to show you guys. But Lucio seems to be... It did go really well. I had 100,000 healing. We got the win. The trick I've realized, and why, even though I only have him in level 7, why I don't play him that much, is I needed time to pass to get to understand how to play him, knowing when to use your wall ride, knowing when to use your crossfade, back and forth between the speed and the health. It's a learning process, but I feel like I'm able to do it pretty well, or like I've got a better grasp on it now than I did before. I don't want this to be a situation where the practice game went really well and then all of a sudden the live game I'm recording goes pretty badly, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh, this is my jam.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on Braxis Holdout. The friendly team, Lucio, Vala, Valera, Alex Straza, and Asmodan versus Tychus, Hanzo, Junkrat, Kerrigan, and Lily. Is that the average Adam from TGN Squadron? Oh my goodness, I really hope that is. I hope that is. But anyway, we have double support, we have Valera. This is going to be interesting. At level 1, we are going to go with We Move Together, which increases the base movement speed of Crossfade to 20%, whereas before it's 15%. So now we'll be able to move a bit faster in the base speed boost. I can wall ride here. Unfortunately, I don't have the talents that make it where when I wall ride, I'm able to make myself a bit... I love that I can see the outlines now, and when I'm playing other characters instead of just as Hanzo. I think that's a very good change. Oh my goodness. There we go. I was like, come on, hit me with the mine. I don't care, just hit me with the mine. Go ahead and switch back. Use my amp it up to heal myself. See, look at all those. I love this passive healing. It's not that much, but there are times where you can boost it up a lot. And then all of a sudden, boom, switch it back up to give my teammates and myself a speed boost. This is what I love about Lucio. And yeah, I haven't played him that much, and I really should, though. I really should look at to get him back into playing him more. Hit the amp it up to try and save my Valera teammate. There we go. I would like to think that she would have died had it not been for me helping her there. But hey, we're the support. It's not like we're going to get that much recognition in that regard. The Junkrat is there guarding that, so nothing I can do about that by myself. Gonna go ahead and use amp it up to heal up my teammates here. Oh my goodness. Poor Hasmodan. Of course, we can switch it back and forth very quickly. I love that they are saying go up there. Look at this. What can we do, Hasmodan? What can we do? They are completely guarding it, and we don't have the means to do anything about it right now. At level 4, we're going to go with Chase the Base. Hit 20 heroes with Soundwave, which will increase the arc and its range.
Here we go.
I'm going to go ahead and hit amp it up to try and keep my Valera teammate alive. My goodness, Hanzo and Junkrat, that is quite a lot of damage. Hit amp it up. Try and keep them alive. Oh, I went a little too close to the tower. I was trying to help ensure the kill on that Hanzo. Probably didn't have to do that, though. And unfortunately, our Asman's in a really bad spot because Tychus can just annihilate him. Double support, but it's not going the way we hoped it would. And use my amp it up to try and get myself back to this lane here to help defend. Try and heal up our Asmodan here. Lucio does have a pretty good fast auto attack. What exactly is it? It's 0.8 per second, so not that fast, but it feels like it. He is able to burst attacks there, like 4 per shot. I can be able to wall right around this fort, as you can see, but right now it just feels like we are not able to get much done right now. They are just... This map has felt a little bit more snowball-y as of late. If things are going really well on one side and not for the other. Use amp it up to try and keep our Asmodan alive, but unfortunately I was not able to because, of course, Tychus is able to do so much burst damage against the Asmodan. Ugh.
I need to pull back.
Well, this is going very badly. Very one-sided.
Always love a pocket healer.
Alright, level 7, we're going to go with Papaneeks, which the longer that I have teammates in my aura here, over a period of time, I will be able to increase the radius of this circle that they get my healing or speed boosts from.
Defeated. Resetting pens as per protocol.
So when I have multiple teammates like this in the arc, I'll be able to get a lot of time really fast. just have passive healing here while we are trying to take this camp. Try and push back this lane, which they just dominated. I do not see the enemy team at all. I'm very worried that they are actually trying to get boss here. Nope, never mind. They are probably just getting their own camps. I do not need to, He went with Taste for Blood on a 2-lane map. My goodness. I do not have Amp It Up. Ugh! Was not able to keep my Valyria alive because I didn't have Amp It Up ready to go. This definitely does not feel good. I mean, we are both at level 9. They are about to get their ults, though. Activating it. The most ideal time to use Amp It Up for that healing boost is, of course, when you are anticipating that damage coming, so you can try and cancel it out. Our Valyria, I'm sure, is wanting... I need that healing boost, but unfortunately they have their ults! Hanzo with the stun, and then Junkrat with the tire. Our Alexstrasza continues to hold down the top lane, despite this push going on.
Back in the mix.
Alright, level 10, we have now reached it, and we are going to take Sound Barrier to try and give our team a bit of a shield. I need to get away and then activate my heal to try and heal myself up. Oh my goodness, and my Vala teammate gotta get the shield too, and I couldn't get it to activate before she died. I'm just gonna head up here and join the rest of my team. Staying down there is pointless at the moment. Oh my goodness. Activate. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm dead.
Time for a break.
That probably is him because he is playing so well. Of course. I make a video and I happen to get a really good player in here. Don't let the name Average Adam fool you. He's a pretty good player. There's a reason he's on the squadron. Oh, man. This is turning into that situation I feared, where the practice game goes better than the real game that I record. Look at that. The healing from Lily keeps that Kerrigan alive. Oh my goodness. Woo! Alright, let's get the sound boost up so we can try and duo this and push her back into our team so we can secure a kill. Amp it up, and the sound barrier has been activated. Oh my goodness! Ah! There we go. I got the kill on the Tychus. Amp it up is almost up, ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and activate it to try and heal ourselves up again. Valyria is taking the top shrine. We might be turning this around. We are on the verge of getting our level 13 talents. There we go. Now, I used to flip back and forth between back in the mix or beat mixing, but I've seen a lot of people take hardstyle. Activate Amp It Up, try and keep my team alive right now. Woo! Alexstrasza using her ult to try and help keep us alive as well. Use the speed boost to try and knock the Kerrigan back. Activate Amp It Up to get the healing boost there. And we actually got the objective this time. In a strange twist of fate, we might be actually turning this game around. Going to knock the Kerrigan back to try and get progress towards our quest, as well as put her out of position. Gonna move up here to try and help out our Valeera teammate get the kill on the Lily. Have the sound barrier up and ready to go. Gonna go ahead and auto-attack this to try and get it down. Gonna activate our healing boost to heal up my teammates, especially our Valeera teammate. Gonna go ahead and get rid of that trap. And we are starting to make some decent progress here now with this push. Unfortunately, their push is also really bad and is moving towards our keep. We have completed our party mix quest. And unfortunately, I did not get to activate that in time to save our Alexstrasza teammate. We need to activate the speed boost so we can get out of here. Their Zerg wave is pushing towards our keep. We are going to lose the top keep, it looks like, unfortunately. We need to just get out of here. Let's just go. Let's just move. Unfortunately, because we all went on the offensive and didn't defend, we lost our keep in the top lane by ignoring their Zerg wave, which was also really strong. We won the objective, but yet they also had a very strong Zerg wave. And when you ignore it, it's going to wreck your structures. Alright, level 16. We are going to go with Bring It Together, where the healing boost is increased when there's at least 2 allied heroes within the radius. And of course, with Party Mix activated, that then makes it... And I'm going to activate our speed boost so we can get the Lily there. They are going for the boss, though, I can see. And we have now moved in. I have the sound barrier up and ready to go. I'm going to activate the sound barrier and my healing boost so we can steal the boss. And I'm going to activate our speed boost to try and get a position where we can be able to kill the Tychus. And we might just be turning this around. Holy moly. This is such a roller coaster game. At one point, it looks like we have certain defeat. And then at one point, it looks like we are turning it around. No comeback mechanics, eh, IGN? Just shows why you are such a hack company that doesn't know what you're talking about. And yes, I said that, and I do not regret it in the least.
Superbly
Use that to try and help save our Valeera teammate against that Kerrigan, who is also getting healing from the Lily. I am in big trouble, and I got focused down very hard by that Junkrat, and just like that, I'm dead. They are killing us while ignoring the Mercs, who are focusing on this here. That has gone down. The boss is focusing this, keeping the catapults away from our core. We are actually ahead on XP, but we did just lose 3 members of our team, and the objective is spawning. And that boss is going to go down any second here. Whew, what a crazy game this is. Kerrigan trying to get the camp. Our Valeera has moved in, and so has the Valen. We have stolen that camp away from the Kerrigan. Very nice job. I'm going to use my Amp It Up to try and get to my teammates here to get the speed boost going so we can try and stop them from getting this objective. They have gotten that camp, which means they are on their way over here. This is not good. I'm going to use my wall ride to get some armor. Activate my healing boost and activate the sound barrier to try and get us some shield. We do have Alexstrasza's heal there. Going to activate my speed boost. I probably should also now switch back to healing. Use my Amp It Up to try and keep them alive right now. And then use speed boost to try and help get us back in a position where we can be able to do something. The Lily... Oh, it's so close to getting killed. If I can get Arvala in position, we could be able to do something here. Unfortunately, I'm going to use my Amp It Up to try and heal ourselves up. Woo, my goodness. The Asmodean is taking the top shrine, so we can be able to try and get the objective here. We're going to try and take down this Merc camp here, so that way we can be able to make it a little easier. Unfortunately, our Valera is getting attacked by the Junkrat and the Kerrigan. I'm going to try and get over there so I can be able to heal her, or get her away anyway. There we go. Use my wall ride to get myself some 25 armor, which I need to do more often. That's part of the trick of playing Lucio. Is you got to make sure that you know when to wall ride, when to switch your crossfade. And it's a learning process for me for this character. It's, you know, again, I don't play him that often. I probably should, though. Use my sound barrier, try and protect us from the incoming damage. Unfortunately, it was not enough to save our Vala teammate, and it was also not enough to save me. I'm going to use my speed to get away from the Kerrigan. But we were able to secure the objective. Going to go ahead and use my speed to get to the sippy cup. Switch back. Unfortunately, the enemy team is making their way here, pushing with the objective. The Hanzo is and the Junkrat are both here. This is not good. Use wall ride while going around. Unfortunately, I was not able to save our keep because, of course, I'm just a Lucio. So we've lost both our keeps, and yet we are neck and neck with them in XP, and it feels like we are able to still do something. It feels like we are still in this game. I can be able to just kind of keep on wall riding here. Give myself some armor. Keep attacking the Merc camp. So, once you gonna go ahead and activate the sound barrier and try and save my Asmodean, but unfortunately he died before I could do that. Ugh. Feels bad. Our Valera is engaging. I'm gonna go ahead and activate. Alright, there we go. Whew, that was a little chaotic. Alright, I've completed my Chase the Base quest. I'm going to use my speed to try and get Valera out of there before she gets burst down. Oh my goodness. I did complete my Chase the Base quests. At level 20, I took Synthenasia Auditavia, which basically when I cast Amp It Up, it removes stuns, slows, and roots. Unfortunately, we need to get here because there are catapults on our core. I'm going to knock them back. Oh my goodness. They are, without question, bossing. I would think they are getting the boss. No, never mind. They got this camp. And then they're going to want to get the boss. Going to go ahead and activate Amp It Up. They did not go for the boss. They wanted to get the camp, so that way they could have that finish up our core. And go ahead and now switch back to my speed boost. Look out, Vala. Activate sound barrier to give my team a shield while that damage is coming in. And I got burst down because of the Junkrat and the Rip Tire. Woo, man. Asmodean caught way over there. And we are all pretty much dead. He threw everything and couldn't hit Valera. Man, Valera's moving fast.
The Zerg headed our way are
Huh.
much more numerous than the other batch. And I'm trapped in here.
Well, unfortunately, it was a good effort. It was a good try, but... GG.
Abort mission.
That was a shame. We fought so hard. But average Adam, man. Good on him. I'm very much wondering if that is the average Adam, or if it's someone with the same name. But anyway, that is Lucio. The talents that we went with today, I mean, he's still pretty fun. Look at that, 100,000 healing. Back-to-back 100,000 healing game. I think he's in a really good spot now after that patch where they nerfed pretty much every support in the game. He seems to have one of those that have emerged from it as one of the go-to supports in the game. Along with, I think, Stukov, because his silence is just so strong. As well as Lily, who they just buffed, and which makes me very happy, since I love playing Lily. I'm a Lily main. But I think Lucio is going to be one of those I'm going to have to look at as being a really one I add to my wheelhouse of characters I play. But the talents we went with today, we moved together. Chase the Bass, Party Mix, Sound Barrier, Hardstyle, Bring It Together, and that one. Which it's basically a big AoE cleanse. So it's a really good if you're facing a team with a lot of roots, stuns, and slows on that team. It can be really, really good. I would love to whisper him to ask him if that is the real. Just say, hey, GG. I'm gonna assume that's him. And oh, yep. He's not accepting anything from anyone who's on his friends list. I can understand why. But yeah, that hold on a second. Let me see his profile. I'll bet I'm certain that has to be him. But anyway, yeah, that is Lucio. I think he's in a really good spot after the supports that got nerfed in this game. So I would say the ones that are probably emerged as still really strong supports, obviously Alexstrasza, though I did notice that she got her Cleanse Flame ult nerfed and her Lifebinder ult buffed. It looks like they're trying to balance that out. Stukov, Ana if you are really good at skill shots, Lily, definitely. Uther, I think, is still pretty strong. Brightwing had her Polymorph buffed, which stunned me that they were actually going to buff that when it's already one of the strongest abilities in the game. And I think Karazim is just, he's still good and he's still fun. And I think, and Lucio, and that might be it. I don't really see some of the other ones all that often anymore, especially Malfurion, but I'll get to him later. But yeah, Lucio, man, he's fun. He's really fun. I think that he has a very good place in the game right now. Up next, we're going to be looking at Lunara, who I got this Christmas skin. How fitting. She has been one of the strongest characters in the game, and I think she's in a pretty good place, but only if you are really skilled in knowing how to play her. I am not. But we'll see how that goes next time. I'll see you guys then.